Thank you for buying this 19412 wood cart from Fixture Displays. These are all the components. In this video, we're going to show you step-by-step instructions how to assemble this unit with no trouble. There are 4 grid panels: left panel, front and back, right-hand side panel, and 3 deck components. And we're going to show you how to identify them later. The axle, leg brackets, hardware, leg support board, 2 legs, 2 handles, axle frame, 2 wheels, and 2 big wood washers, and the axle again. To begin assembly, we want to identify the parts and make sure you have the pilot holes on the edge face up. You'll see and that's the bottom side where we're going to fasten the deck later on. We're going to pick up one side panel and one front panel, match up the holes, and then fasten with the screws. Again, at this position, you want to make sure the top edge has pilot holes consistently, all 4 grid panels. You can see the pilot holes right now. Again, when you pick up this new part, make sure the pilot holes are facing up. In addition, we're going to fasten these 2 screws. These are 2 machine screws. In other words, there are nuts already embedded in the wood for the machine screws to go in. If you have a power drill, you can use that to save some time. Now we have the 4 grids properly installed. We're going to pick up the bottom deck, the first panel. And this panel, you see the side facing you has no holes on the edge, pilot holes. Whereas when we pick up the middle panel, it has pilot holes on the edge on both sides. Okay. Whereas the first panel and the last panel only have pilot holes on one side. And the middle panel has 3 holes on each side on the top surface. That's for the metal frame to hold the axle. And that's your cue for the middle panel as well as the last panel or the front panel. As you see, we use a fair amount of screws to make sure the assembly is super solid. Again, when you install the bottom deck, it's important that the 3 nuts embedded are facing up so that we can install the metal frame very shortly. If you have any questions, feel free to email us, cs@fixturedisplays.com. These are the 2 frames. We're going to fasten that to the 3 embedded nuts using the hex head screw with the provided Allen wrench. Now we're going to set the axle on top and use 2 small brackets to hold it in place. If you desire to lubricate, this is where you would apply lubricants. And make sure you fasten this nut reasonably tight. If you have a adjustable wrench, you can use that hold the nut and fasten that really good. Now I put a plastic washer and then install the wheel. Now we are ready to put on the wood nut or wood washer on both sides. At this time, we can fasten the small wood piece to the big wheel. And lastly, when you install another washer, plastic and then metal, and fasten the screw to the axle. Now we're ready to install two legs. These leg braces give you added security. As we speak, the new design came out that is going to simplify installation for the legs, in that this part would no longer be here. Depending on the model you purchase, if your unit does not come with this part, don't be surprised. The metal brackets is also going to disappear. But this design is pretty solid, and if you have this unit, it's a good thing. Now we're going to fasten the leg. There are total 5 holes. 3 of those would be to the wood brace, and 2 of those from the inside will be to the metal bracket. Now we're going to fasten 2 handles to the top edge. In this case, it appears to be bottom, but we're going to flip it very soon. Again, these are 4 machine screws. I encourage you to browse fixturedisplays.com for other products and services you may find interesting. In the same family, we have a flower cart that has 2 shelves and a roof. The part number is 19402. We also have metal flower carts. The beauty of this unit is that it's sanded and ready to take any color. Dimensions, left to right is 53 inches, and front to back is 30 inches. Top to bottom is 29.3 inches. The carriage or the wagon section, the inside dimensions, is 40.1 by 23.9 by 12 inches. 12 inches being the height, inside height. As you can see, this cart rolls freely. You can definitely roll this from place to place. It's not meant for heavy duty use in terms of rolling around, but it's definitely fully functional. You can move this around inside and outside. Should you desire to upgrade the wheels and axle, we can supply all the parts. Just feel free to contact us. Do like us, subscribe, and remember, leave a good seller feedback and product review. Thank you once again for shopping Fixture Displays.